Woke to a solemn announcement on April 21st, 2025. Pope Francis, the 266th Bishop of Rome, had passed away at the age of 88. His papacy, beginning in 2013, was marked by mercy, interfaith dialogue, and service to the poor. The Vatican began the meticulously choreographed rituals that accompany the death of a pontiff. Cardinal Kevin Farrell, the Camerlengo, in a broadcast by Vatican media and in a video statement at 9:45 on the same day, formally announced the Pope's passing. The papal apartments were sealed, marking the beginning of the sede vacante. As the world mourned, the Vatican observed the traditions of the sede vacante. The Pope's body was prepared according to papal custom and moved to St. Peter's Basilica. Millions of pilgrims flocked to Rome to bid farewell to a beloved shepherd. The funeral rites were simplified, focusing on the risen body of Christ. World leaders and dignitaries joined in a solemn celebration of the Pope's life and legacy. Following the 9 days of official mourning, the focus shifted to the election of a new pontiff. The College of Cardinals, comprising the Church's most senior officials, began preparations for the conclave, the centuries-old secret meeting where they would elect the next pope. Cardinals from around the world, many having worked closely with Pope Francis, converged on Rome. They carried with them the hopes and anxieties of the faithful they represented, acutely aware of the weight of their responsibility. On May 7th, 2025, the conclave to elect a new pope began. The 133 cardinal electors, those under the age of 80 and thus eligible to vote, entered into seclusion within the Sistine Chapel. These cardinals, representing a diverse range of countries and backgrounds, are the only eligible electors. The conclave is a closed-door process, where the cardinals will vote until a 2/3 majority is reached, choosing a new pontiff. The world watched and waited, speculating on who among them would be chosen to lead the Catholic Church into the future. The conclave, shrouded in secrecy and steeped in tradition, is a process of prayer, discernment, and voting. Cardinals grapple with the weighty responsibility of choosing a leader who embodies the will of God for the Church in a rapidly changing world. Section 4. White Smoke over Rome, the election of a new pope. After days of intense deliberation and prayer, a plume of white smoke emerged from the chimney above the Sistine Chapel on May 8, 2025, with Cardinal Robert Prevost being elected as the first US-born pontiff and will be known as Pope Leo XIV. The bells of St. Peter's Basilica pealed, announcing to the world that a new pope had been elected. A collective gasp swept through the crowds gathered in St. Peter's Square. Anticipation hung thick in the air as the world waited for the identity of the new pontiff to be revealed. From the central balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, Cardinal Protodeacon Dominique Mamberti appeared. The traditional Latin words Annuntio vobis gaudium magnum habemus papam echoed across the square. Cardinal Protodeacon Dominique Mamberti then announced the name chosen by the new pope, Cardinal Robert Prevost, would now be known as Pope Leo XIV. Section 5. A new chapter begins, the inauguration of Pope Leo XIV. On May 18, 2025, the world watched as Pope Leo XIV was formally inaugurated as the 267th Bishop of Rome. The grand ceremony, held in St. Peter's Square, was a spectacle of faith and tradition. Heads of state, religious leaders, and representatives from across the globe gathered to witness the historic event. The eyes of the world were fixed on the new pontiff, eager for a glimpse into his vision for the Church. The inauguration Mass, rich in symbolism and history, marked the formal beginning of Pope Leo XIV's papacy. In his homily, Pope Leo XIV acknowledged the legacy of his predecessor, Pope Francis, praising his humility, his commitment to the poor, and his call for a more merciful Church. He spoke of the challenges facing the Church in the 21st century: poverty, inequality, climate change, conflict, and emphasized the need for dialogue, compassion, and a renewed commitment to the gospel message of love and hope. Section 6. Legacy and Hope, from Pope Francis to Pope Leo XIV. The passing of Pope Francis marked the end of an era. His papacy, characterized by humility, compassion, and a focus on the marginalized, left an indelible mark on the Catholic Church and the world. As Pope Leo XIV assumes the mantle of leadership, he inherits a church grappling with complex challenges and a world yearning for peace and understanding. Pope Leo XIV, known for his diplomatic skills and deep theological knowledge, brings his own unique experience and vision to the papacy. His papacy, while too early to define, carries the weight of expectation and hope. The Catholic Church, under his guidance, is poised to continue its mission of spreading the gospel message and serving as a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. The legacy of Pope Francis, a legacy of mercy, humility, and unwavering love for the poor and marginalized, will undoubtedly continue to inspire and guide the Church under the leadership of Pope Leo XIV.